Grazing your way to more profits. Elaine in South Georgia. You talked about the condition that's necessary before you breed your herd.
Right. We try to breed in April simply because we have the program of having clover and ryegrass.
You mentioned to me on the phone that this is like middle of February, and you mentioned that before you breed your cows, you want their condition to come up to a certain level.
Usually we go by weight.
Oh, okay.
We go by weight. Most of them are 750 or above. And
okay.
we were having, our heifers were 8 weights at that time.
They were?
8 weights.
Wow. And so if you would have wanted to, you could have started breeding earlier because they were in good shape.
Right, exactly.
Wow.
Exactly.
Talk about having less calves in the barn.
At one point, 3 or 4 years ago, I had 10. And they weren't just, before we put the GroPal out. It was before we put the GroPal out. We had the same grazing program for the winter, which was the ryegrass, the oats, and the clover. But the calves would come, but they wouldn't have the strength. They wouldn't be strong. A lot of it depends on the weather, how cold it is, how rainy it is, how bad it is. But I have had as many as 11 in the barn, and they wouldn't be twins.
And what happened this last year?
I only had 2, and they were twins.
Talk about the calves, their condition through the winter, and how, you mentioned to me that they're not going back. Talk to us about that.
Normally when you wean calves, we use a program called using nose rings, that we put the nose rings in 2 weeks and leave them with their mother, and then take the nose rings out, and the mothers go one way and the babies go the other, and they never cry, they never bellow. And of course, with them being on the pasture with the GroPal, they did not go back at all. They did not lose any weight at all.
Okay.
They just start picking up.
But normally they lose some weight.
Right, and the other problem that we have in the fall is worms. And we did not see that same problem again this year.
Wow.
So.
Wow, that's pretty major.
That's real major.
Go to www.ag-usa.net or call us at 888-588-3139.